All right, so I've had this problem in the past where I do these interviews and like no one says anything nice about me.
Yeah,
You know,
I know. Yeah, I
like
understand.
they're not talking about how great I am. So it's an issue that I'm having with these interviews. So I had this idea basically that because you speak German and
Of
I
course, yeah.
I don't I don't speak German or know German, but I could think I could fake it.
Yeah,
You think I
of
could
course.
probably fake it, right?
So yeah,
And so I was thinking we can do this interview in German,
mm.
fake German, real German. But and then afterwards I can put in subtitles. I could
of
just
course. Like,
I could just write whatever I want.
so you're a good person, you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
See,
Aber,
like stuff like
aber,
that. That stuff like that is
aber
really
in
good.
echt ist er wirklich, ja, es bockt halt überhaupt nicht mit ihm
Yeah, yeah,
rumzuhängen.
walking little hotman film.
Ja,
So I'm here with Alain von Eisenführenheim
ja.
and Stephen Ofenheil.
Ja,
Yeah.
aber in echt ist es so, dass er halt wirklich, er kommt an und will den Dicken machen, er denkt wirklich, er ist ein Muskelprotz so.
Muskelpratschel.
Ja.
Ja, sie
Und
Muskelpratschel.
macht wirklich auf dicke Hose und im Endeffekt kann er mir überhaupt nicht zeigen. Er denkt, er kann malen, er denkt, er kann den Rasen mähen, aber im Endeffekt verlorenes Blatt, sage ich euch hier auf Hawaii. Ne? Es ist so schön hier zu sein, es ist eine wunderschöne Area, aber mit den Menschen macht es nicht so viel Spaß, bin ich ehrlich.
Lederhosen, Wuchsenwägen.
Yeah, exactly. Das ist doch Deutsch.
Zeitgeisten,
Das ist das Deutsche, was
in
ich
blöden Haaren.
Yeah, exactly. Als ich das letzte Mal hier angekommen bin, wollte er mir zeigen, wie man ein Haus baut. Und er konnte nicht mehr den Hammer richtig halten. Hat mir aber gesagt, dass er schon seit 22 Jahren hämmert und Häuser baut und wirklich einer der krassesten Macher ist hier auf der Insel. Ich kann es bis heute nicht nachvollziehen. Es ist im Prinzip alles das, was er gebaut hat, fällt zusammen. Das Bett, wo ich drin schlafe, das knirscht, das knatscht, das ist kaputt. Michael, mein Kollege, der hier mit mir zusammen Workaway macht, ist auch absolut nicht begeistert, sage ich euch, wie es ist.
In Milchbeleidigung übrigens nicht, ja?
Aber lass ihn ihm glauben, dass er wirklich ein cooler Typ ist. Ja.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. I hope
Man.
the people appreciate me, right?
You're such a good person.
And that they'll come here
Yeah.
not because of all this crap, but because of me.
Yeah.
And because I've inspired you to do amazing things. And,
Yeah, it's like I told you, like it's not about the place, it's about the person you are.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
such a good person, such
Thank
a good worker. You know, you're
Yeah.
like yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
This has been the best interview yet.
Yeah, man.
This has been really good.
I
I feel like this is good. I'm gonna erase all the other ones and just this one. Thank you. All right, we're here with Alan.
That was awesome.
We're here with Alan, my buddy.
Yeah.
Workaware's second now. We're buddies now.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
came in and we had a wedding we were doing, and to be honest, there was just way more things than I thought I would have to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And Alan just swooped in at the perfect time and totally needed him. We had, I don't know, we had five people in January bail. Some of it
Yeah.
was because of travel stuff. Of course, COVID was like peaking in January for
Exactly,
the whole
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
And then we had this wedding, so it was this kind of perfect storm. And then Alan, you were here on the island, right? You were already here on the island, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the first time I was I arrived in Hawaii. Like I never seen Hawaii before, and the first place I arrived like was this place here at Jason's family's house, like this garden and stuff. I never seen this beautiful place before in my life. Like it was just amazing. Like great. Yeah.
And now he's being serious, not for the.
Now I'm serious.
Now he's
exactly.
serious.
Yeah, it
No,
was
I
like
No, we won't know.
I'm always serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was really great time to arrive here and have a good time over here. Yeah. So
So how long were you in Hawaii before you came to our place? You came to our place January 24th, is that correct?
25th, yeah.
25th.
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 This was the first destination I had.
Okay.
On Hawaii, like
Oh yeah,
I
so you were
arrived
in Mexico or something. Is that where
I was 1 week in Texas and before I was in
yeah,
Mexico, right?
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's so you were here. You weren't on Hawaii that long. You came basically.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and then you
yeah.
came here. Awesome.
Yeah, this was the first
And this
place.
is the first time you've been in Hawaii.
The first time in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had like expectations of the island, but I was here and I was amazed from everything. Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, the bus ride from Honolulu to here
Yeah.
was amazing because I saw so many things like
Right.
I never seen in my life before. Like you drive down the highways, and you see the beach, the ocean, the palms. I was like, I'm in paradise. What's
Right.
going on? It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, you take the bus all along this coastline, the west side,
Yeah.
the west coast, and yeah, it's just
Exactly.
right along the ocean. And
Yeah.
so, if you come the right time of day, some people come at night, don't see anything. But yeah, you
Exactly,
came
yeah.
around the right time of day,
Yeah.
especially if you come around sunset, because you have the sunsets here. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, it was.
Drive along that
It
coast
was.
there.
Yeah, now I remember. I thought like I was talking yesterday. I thought I arrived at night, but I arrived daily time at 5 o'clock or something like
Yeah.
this. So I see the sunset and stuff as well, like a bit, and the mountains were green. I never seen like mountains like this green. They were shining. Yeah, yeah. They blend me like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, right before he came, we had the biggest rainstorm we've had, well, definitely in a year, because we didn't have pretty much any rain
Yeah.
in about 8 months. And this is kind of typical for this side of the island where it's the dry side. We have the tallest mountain on Oahu right there. And so what happens is that all the trade winds come, they get stuck against the mountain, and then all the rain just dumps on that mountain or before it. So that mountain's always green, but before it, all that side's the west side,
Yeah.
is the east side is all the wet side and the rainy side, and then this is the dry side of the island. And it's like that on all the islands. Did
Yeah.
you notice that when you went to
The big island. Yeah,
The
exactly.
Kona
I noticed,
side,
yeah.
dry. Yeah.
Dry, like
Yep.
kind of desert and stuff.
Right, almost like a desert.
Yeah,
Yeah, and this is kind
exactly.
of what we have
Yeah.
here. And
It's
we're up in the
insane.
mountains, so we get a little more rain because we get it from the mountain. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually very dry on the west
Yeah.
sides of the islands in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. The nature is beautiful. Yeah. I went up for a hike on the Kala, the highest mountain on Oahu, like the highest peak. It was amazing.
Yeah, that hike
was
is
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah. Everyone who's coming here like need to do that hike. If you're like fit and stuff, you can do that for sure.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
takes a bit time. It's like hiking and climbing,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. It's a mix. And if you are like on top of the mountain, it's a different world. Jason told me before it's a different world, and I 100% agree him. It's like, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's 4,000 feet or 1,200 meters,
Exactly, yeah, 1200 meters, yeah.
and it's from here. If you're walking from here, it's about probably 3,500 feet or about 1,000 meters. You're walking up.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
so you're really, in a few hours, your altitude is very different. And
Yeah.
then it's the rain up there, so they get a lot.
Yeah.
Like I said, that mountain is so high, so it's just rain, and it's always
It's-
raining up there. It's like a
it's
tropical
money, yeah.
rainforest.
I was there at least 15 minutes and I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. And I saw the clouds and stuff. And after 15 minutes, I finished my sandwich to eat. It starts a bit to rain. And I was like, okay, this is no problem. It's because of the clouds. So I hang out there like 20 minutes more. And then it starts really to rain. And I realized I have the wrong shoes with me. I don't have any hiking shoes or stuff like this. And I was like, okay, now I need to go down. For like the next 40 minutes, it was rainy. Like I didn't had like anything where I can stand
Right.
under. It was muddy. I was falling on my ass like for 8 times or something like this. I was like dirty.
Because
if I
you
come
basically
down, yeah.
walk up into a cloud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
it'll be
You're
dry
in
when
the
you start,
clouds.
and
Yeah.
then you walking up
In the
into a rain cloud.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I come down and he was like, "Oh, was it rainy over
Yeah,
there?"
'cause there
Oh,
was no
I
rain
was
here.
like
Oh.
dirty everywhere. I was like, and he was like, "Oh, it was sunny here all the time.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
sunny the whole
realize it."
time
any-"
here.
It was
And then he
crazy.
just walked into a rain cloud and then walked back down. Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can see all of North Shore. Maybe you didn't see it when you're because they're in the clouds, but you can actually see
You see a lot.
you see
yeah.
the North Shore from up there. You
Yeah.
can see pretty much the whole island from up there.
Yeah. The North Shore is behind this mountain.
Yeah,
Like yeah, exactly. You can see it if you want. Yeah.
yeah.
If it's
So,
not cloudy.
if it's not cloudy, if you don't.
I was
walk into a
unlucky.
rain cloud.
I was unlucky, but I heard about different people. They saw everything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Michael, good luck.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Michael's our cameraman back here. You can't see him.
Exactly.
He's his German partner in crime here.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I met him like 2 days ago, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are hitting it off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was cool.
work-away relationships are great because you just like,
Yeah, exactly.
Hanging out,
close
working out.
together, exactly. Working.
and you've experienced
after-
all these different things. You've been to all these different places now.
Yeah.
Same with Michael. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, you guys got a lot of shared experiences with travel, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice place to make your work away. Yeah, it's really nice. you have like a lot of gardening stuff. There's a lot to do. It's pretty chill. Like you don't feel stressed. Like you can do what you want, and Jason have good ideas what you can do. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm proud to be here. Like yeah, it's my second time right now. Like I already stayed like 4 weeks here, 4 or 5. I'm not sure about
Yeah,
that.
I think you were 4 or 5 the first time.
Exactly. Yeah. Then I was like travel around a bit in Hawaii for at least 8 more weeks, and now I'm back here for at least 4 days or something like this, and then I have to leave America because of my visa. But yeah, it was like really important to me to come back to Jason's place. It's pretty nice. Yeah. I
Yeah, we're
enjoyed
stoked you came back,
it. Yeah.
and it worked out perfectly.
Exactly. That's yeah. We talked about it, and we was
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe we don't see us again.
We'll see
but
what happens.
Now I'm
And
here.
then, yeah, things work out when they're supposed to a lot of times. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good.
and because workaway's like that and traveling's like that, right? You have to just be
Yeah.
kind of.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, we'll see, right? You can't be too much in control. 'Cause,
No, you can't plan anything. Like everything is like sometimes getting out of control. But I think this is the reason why people traveling, because they can't control it. And this is so good because you go out of your comfort zone from home, and you have a different life right now. So basically, it's the best you can do for me. Like,
yeah. That kind of.
Yeah.
I
No
guess it's a type of. I don't know. What would you
freedom.
call it? Freedom.
It's freedom. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like you're independent.
And a type of almost like faith. Things are going to be fine.
Exactly.
You have to have that a bit, yeah. Like
Yeah.
you have to know that.
You have to know
you're-
that. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Things are going to be all right. In general, people are nice people, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
They
that's-
are.
They're good people, and
Yeah.
of course, there's always a few bad apples. But
course.
generally,
Generally.
everyone's really nice,
Yeah.
and everywhere you go, you know. 'Cause you've
Especially-
had good experiences here. You've in Hawaii.
Everywhere, yeah, I had a lot of experiences. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but what I learned is like if you give like respect to the different people or the other people, like you get
Right.
respect back always.
Yeah.
So if you're like friendly and stuff, like there's no reason to feel confronted, or you have like you make your body like on the defense situation or something.
Right.
Like you don't have to. Like
Yeah.
if you give like if you are open-minded, if you're open to other people, they give you respect and love back. So.
Right.
Basically, that's the point of traveling, and if you like keep going like this, everything would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were talking before about like a Hawaiian tattoo. You never
Yeah.
got it, right?
Yeah, I
Did you
didn't
ever
get
get
it. It was too
It didn't-
expensive,
It's too
yeah.
expensive, right?
Yeah,
You're on a
yeah.
budget here. You're trying to travel
Yeah.
the world.
But basically, I wanted to make like a Hawaiian tattoo because I was in a gym over here if I was here the first 4 weeks, and it was pretty nice. I was just in the gym and I saw people with the Hawaiian tattoos, and I was amazed because I have some tattoos as well right now, and I saw one guy and his tattoo was really nice, and I talked to him and, where did you make this tattoo? And he was like, oh yeah, this is my friend, I give you his Instagram. And he's like a local. I'm a traveler, so I need to save money, and
Right.
yeah. But I will come back to Hawaii for sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I come back.
Yeah.
And maybe then I have the money for
Yeah, right.
do that tattoo. So
Yeah.
it's not over yet.
Yeah, right. You'll be back.
I'll be back, yeah.
You'll be back, Hawaii.
Yeah, I love the culture. Yeah.
It's such a chill place, right? Hawaii is. It's very
It is.
like you gotta just kind of go with the flow here.
It is.
Surfing, you just
It is.
go with the flow, and
yeah.
timings. People are slower here, and very much community based,
Yeah.
and people are hanging out outside. It's just a very much outdoor culture is what you'd expect in a place
Yeah.
where the weather is kind of a perfect, pretty much
Always sunny.
all the time, and you get rain a
Yeah.
couple times a year.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's sunny and comfortable.
It's-
Not too hot, not too cold. It's pretty crazy that way.
It's like this: you wake up and you have a smile in your face. If you don't have a smile in your face, I don't know what's wrong. You know, but like because you have the sun, and we are lucky. We have food and stuff. We can eat. We can drink. So we wake up and have a smile in our face, and it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Working with you and hanging out with you. Yeah, you're always very positive and happy,
Yeah.
and
Thank you.
and have this nice energy to you, and you're very easy to work with. And when we did the wedding, it was chaotic, right?
Yeah, it was chaotic.
I
Everyone's got it, but it was so good.
I've never been that stressed.
Yeah.
And he was awesome. He just kind of just kept. He didn't run away like, oh my God, this Jason guy's going nuts.
Yeah.
He stuck
It was
with
like
it,
the-
and you're like, what do you need? And it's like, and basically I just needed him to do whatever I needed him to do at that time because I forgot about this.
Yeah, but it was a team.
It was a team. That's what it felt like. Yeah, we were just like, okay,
Yeah.
team wedding. Let's get this thing done.
Yeah, exactly.
And
He told me do that, I do that. I was like, okay, I done that. What should I do next? And he was
Right.
like, have to do this right now. Do this right now. And
yeah.
yeah, it was like a flow. We had a good flow.
Yeah, we had a good
like,
flow
yeah.
for sure. Yeah, we worked really
Yeah.
well together. I really appreciated having you around. And
Yeah. it was
and
good.
that, yeah, I don't know if I could have done without you. I don't know what would happen.
I have no
Like
idea.
it was really like I was
done
like, he's a godsend. Thank you, God. I don't know
Thank
how
you.
I would have done this wedding without him.
That was crazy. But
yeah.
it was so good experience, and the people they made the wedding over here at this place. They was so happy as well. Really thankful people as well.
Yeah, they were very thankful,
Yeah.
and that was great. That was a huge bonus. That
Yeah.
they liked the
Lovely
wedding,
people.
and they were
Yeah.
happy with everything. And yeah, that was just everyone stepped up and it came together. And
Yeah.
it was a really crazy time. I was so many times I was thinking, there's no way we're gonna get this wedding. We're mid-January, and there's like insane numbers.
Insane, yeah.
Like I'm waiting for the whole world of Hawaii to get shut down again, and like you can't even look at anybody because
Yeah.
it was like 4,000 a day here. It was just absolutely exploding.
That's
Before
insane.
that, like 100 a day was like, oh my God, it's 100 a
It's
day.
yeah.
And then we were like 4,000 a day, like a couple weeks before the wedding. I was like, this is not gonna happen.
This is
And so that was that whole thing of stress between like, how's it gonna work with
what's
canceling? But it all just worked out. They had a great time. They loved it.
Yeah, they loved it.
And it was a great wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. They had this awesome tent.
It was.
And you had your drone, which was awesome. We had all this cool
Yeah,
drone footage.
we made some nice footage.
And
Yeah.
that was really nice. We did a
Good videos.
wedding video. So we shot the video for the wedding, and Alain stepped up. He did a camera. He was a camera on a couple, both the whole thing. He was a second camera B, and his
Yeah.
footage was awesome. And then he had a drone. So he helped. The video was so much nicer because of Alain. It wouldn't have been half of what it was. So
pretty nice.
yeah, he's got great skills. He just picked it up like that.
Yeah.
Because you've been doing vlogging and you've been doing camera stuff.
I
and
do
so
I do
you-
my personal vlogs and
Yeah.
stuff, and I try to do that. I was like at the last month I freezed it a bit because I wanted to enjoy my Hawaiian stay because
It's
this,
work.
yeah.
It's a job if you're vlogging. I mean,
Yeah.
you were doing it serious. You were
Yeah.
trying to edit every day. And
Yeah, exactly.
It was a lot of work. You were
It is
kind
a lot of work.
You were a bit stressed about it at the
Yeah.
time. You were kind of like, I gotta
Yeah.
do more, but it's already so much.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I have so much
He was
footage,
working
but-
here like almost full time, and then he's doing his thing and traveling, and then trying to edit on the side. So
Yeah,
it's a lot of work. Yeah.
it's a lot of work, but it makes fun at all. So yeah, I will keep going, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people coming to this place again and making weddings and stuff as well, because I think if they see the videos, if they see the footage, if they see the people are happy, yeah, they
Yeah.
recommend it. Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
good.
the wedding
It's good.
videos are a great part of what we want to do here.
Yeah.
I mean, my side is video. Like video production has sort of been doing. That's kind of my.
Lifetime, like
Yeah,
you do that
it's-
all your life, right?
Yeah, I mean, I started when I was 18, you know.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing. I've always had cameras and doing videos, and that's what I do for a living. I do animation, and so I'm
Yeah.
always on that production side, and I do visual effects too.
Yeah.
So, you know, I love the video side of the wedding.
too.
Like that's me, that's exciting
That's
to
it,
me.
yeah.
Like I wanna create these. I wanna create a movie.
Yeah.
You know, like,
And these memories, like
and these like it's a movie, it's a story.
it is. Yeah.
And it's also what I love about the wedding thing is that it's like a movie set, right?
is.
Like the whole time
Yeah.
it's like we're putting the tent, we got these like
Yeah, we was like everyone moving
everything.
around,
We're just like you set it up. Like
no, we need this shot.
you got the shot, and you got you have the altar, and you have the mountains. So it's like everything's like a wedding is kind of like a movie production because you're
Exactly.
just everything has to be just right.
Yeah.
And you
That
know,
was so
you got to
cool.
get this
That
shot, and you
was
want
so
this
cool.
shot, and of course it's like a movie that's like it's happening in real time. There's
Yeah.
no like
Yeah.
cut, redo the bride trip, go back again. No, it's all just like you got to capture stuff on the go. So
Yeah.
it's intense.
Yeah,
It's
it
like-
was really intense, and it makes so much fun as well. So because you are a bit under pressure because you have to do that shot properly or nice because you can feel it. It's good for the video, and you want to have the shot, so you are hunting it like
Yeah, and it's like this is your chance.
this is your chance, and
It's
you have
not
maybe
gonna happen
just
again.
one chance.
Just
yeah.
one chance. I mean,
One
you
chance.
can't say, "Can you say I do again?" and put the ring on again.
No,
it's like,
don't. No, you can't
it's,
do
it's
that.
no redo. It's like this is this incredible moment.
Yeah,
People are crying, and it's
Yeah.
like the whole the weddings are just like
Yeah.
it's fun, but it's like the highest stakes
Exactly, yeah.
possible.
and it opened my eyes a bit because I learned about his cameras and stuff a bit, and I was like the person, okay, I do my vlogs and stuff, but right now, since I've done this like shooting, like this video shooting for the wedding, I was like, okay, I need proper shots. I need better shots. So basically, yeah, it turns me into a direction that I want to learn more about photography and video production.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe one day I will start, or if I'm back in Germany, I don't know what my plans are right now because I keep going traveling. I don't have any. I quit my job and my flat in Germany. So
Yeah, so
right
let's
now,
talk about that because that's really interesting.
Yeah,
Your
okay.
story is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He worked for. Okay, so I'll just summarize it how you told me, and then I'll probably get it wrong. But
Yeah.
you went out of school, college, and went into one job and another job. So basically, 7 years straight of doing sales.
Yeah,
for
first-
2 different companies.
Yeah, exactly. I do my high school graduation. Then I was traveling 1 year in Australia and stuff. And then I start my apprenticeship immediately after I was coming back for 3 years and work 5 more years. So basically 7 to 8 years. Yeah, I was working.
And then like an apprenticeship, for people who don't know, because in America, we're like,
What is it? Yeah.
No
What
one.
is it? Yeah.
But it's a really smart way
Yeah.
to do it because it's so practical. Because it's almost like college slash. It's almost like
Work.
college in a workplace. Is that kind of
Exactly.
like like they know? Okay, you're here to learn and work,
11 work. Yeah.
and it's like, and you're supported by like the community. It's like it's a thing that everyone kind of does, right? It's
Yeah.
very.
If like for example the Germans or the education in Germany is like this. You finish your high school, then you can start like for example an apprenticeship or you study on university. Like the most of the people they study because they're young and they want to live in different cities, so they study
Right.
in different cities.
Why would you go to university though? Like, what would you do?
I hate to learn. I
Would it be
can't
for
do that.
Would it be for like doctors and for lawyers? Is it?
Exactly, yeah.
But it's not so much for like just because
I can't do that.
American college people take college courses. Like I took college courses to learn how to do illustration and art and stuff. And in a lot of ways, I could have done that as an apprenticeship. Because my teachers were in the work. They were like, it was almost like an apprenticeship, and that was very practical for
Yeah.
me. But we don't call it apprenticeship. We always call it college here. But it
Oh, yeah.
seems like it's kind of
How
similar.
many years do you have to do that here in
I
America?
mean, I did it for 3 years.
Yeah, this is basically the time you make your
as like an-
apprenticeship in
yeah,
Germany as well.
right.
So yeah, basically 3 years is like the average of the apprenticeship, and depends what you want to do. And for example, you ask the companies where you want to work and stuff. So basically, you have like 2 days a week school, 3 days work at the working place.
So when you say 2
you do
days
that for 3
school,
years.
the school's at the.
No, it's not at the working
it's not
place.
the workplace.
It's a different place. It's the public school anywhere, and
Oh, I see.
there are people from different companies. They sitting in one room,
Oh,
and
really?
they teach you about and basically it's like basic things about maths. It depends on the
Practical
job
things.
you want to do. You do.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah.
Yeah, see, that is what really college is, and for Canada, see,
Yeah.
the university is different. In Canada, college is like professionals coming in and teaching students.
Mhm.
Like from when I was in college, all my teachers, they were working professionally, and they would
And-
come in, and we wouldn't be working for them, but they would give us real kind of scenario jobs based on what they worked in.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of similar in that sense. But
It is.
of course,
yeah.
we have to pay.
Yeah.
You
have
guys
to
don't pay anything. Is it free?
No, we get paid.
You get paid, yeah.
If we do
That's
it,
really
it's
easier.
not much. It's really not much.
Yeah.
It's like around, like the salary is in a month, like average maybe 500 to 700 euros
Yeah,
a month. So it's not that much.
yeah.
You work like 3 days a week, and you have school, so you have to do like your homeworks. You need to learn for. What does it mean?
It's like study and homework and tests. You have tests.
Yeah, and tests. Yeah,
Tests.
yeah. You have to you have a lot to do,
Those
and you
tests.
don't get paid well.
Yeah.
But after the 3
you're not
years, you
paying.
get the exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But we have to pay for our universities and stuff as well.
Yeah.
It's like similar to the colleges
yeah,
and
it is.
stuff. Yeah, there's
So
like
universities, people pay to go to university.
exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, in Germany too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like
So
it's not for free at all.
It's not for free.
No.
Oh, I see. But the apprenticeships, you get a little. It's free, obviously, and you get paid a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you work.
Yeah,
If you-
and it's for 3 years.
It's yeah. It depends. Like Michael done the apprenticeship, for example, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
People do it 3 years or 3.5 years. This is like from 2.5 to 3.5. This is basically the time you have to do you make your apprenticeship.
I
yeah.
see. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then you did that, and then you went into this. You worked as.
I'm an industrial sales merchant. Like, I was working in a sweets fabrication for.
Oh right.
Yeah, we do like
Yeah.
sugar strands
Yeah.
and stuff for cakes and sell it to Dr. Oetker. It's like a really big companies like where for cakes and stuff like this what is it? Yeah, sugar strands and chocolate strands and
Right.
everything. And after that, I switched the job.
And you were doing sales, is that right?
I was doing sales
Doing sales.
for these 7 to 8 years, and then I was like 1.5 year in home office in Germany and in my flat with my roomies. I had like 4 roomies and we had a good time over there. But I was like every day
So you worked from home
I worked from home 1.5 year and
because of COVID,
I,
basically,
yeah,
right?
of course, of COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
I was tired of like not
Yeah.
because of this job. I was tired to be on the computer all the time.
I know, it's exhausting.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you had your headset and stuff, and
Yeah.
you call to everyone. Everyone is wanting something from you.
Yeah.
And I didn't had like the feeling that I do something right now, which is making me really happy.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I didn't have the feeling that I do something, and I can say this thing was me.
Yeah.
I do that.
Right.
I didn't have the feeling at all.
You didn't feel like you were invested in it as
Exactly.
personally.
Yeah.
You were kind of going through the motions.
Yeah. I didn't invest my time and feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like.
And it was
this.
hard to kind of see a future of
Yeah,
you continuing to do this. It's like,
Exactly.
do I
Yeah.
really want
There
to
was-
do this?
There was no
And
point.
there's
anymore.
no kind of
Yeah.
where would I go next in this job, right? Is that
Yeah.
kind of the feeling
Yeah,
where like
that was the
I'm
feeling.
doing it, but
Yeah.
am I just gonna keep doing this?
Yeah. Yeah. It was. I don't know. It was. I'm tired of being on the computer all the time and talking to people and sell them something.
Yeah.
I want to create right now some. This was my idea. This is my idea to create something to make people maybe.
Yeah, you have a bit of an entrepreneurial spirit, I feel.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like you have.
Yeah.
that
Things.
kind
Yeah.
of-
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It was not the right for me.
Yeah.
So I decided to quit everything, quit my flat and stuff,
Yeah.
and I decided last year November to go to Gran Canaria for
Yeah,
the
so
first.
what was that like? Because that's gotta be. There's gonna be some people like watching, possibly, that are like in a job that they don't like, and they're scared
Yeah.
because it's like security, a home, parents telling you you got a good job, way to go, son.
Yeah.
You're doing a good
Yeah.
job. You're gonna have a wife soon, and then you're gonna have kids, and then you're
Yeah.
like, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
You
like
kinda
this.
like
I
pulled
was
the
like
plug.
This. Yeah.
And that's a
I called
scary
the
thing.
plug. Yeah. But it was. I wanted to feel free again. Like I have nothing, and I want to live right now with nothing and create myself, to find to myself and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why I quit my job, I quit my flat, and after that I was like, oh shit, what did I do right
You
now?
did it. You
I just did it,
You
and I
jumped
was
in,
like,
and
now
you're like,
there's,
I don't know how to swim.
I can't go back. I can't go back. So
Yeah, you can't go
so,
back, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I was like, okay, let's go. It was a good feeling, but at the same moment, a scary
Yeah,
feeling.
I
Yeah,
bet,
for
I
sure,
bet,
for
yeah.
sure. But then I was going to Gran Canaria, and then I realized that the plane. This is the thing you wanted to do, and this is feeling so good right now.
Yeah, you're
And you don't have to travel. If you quit your job, your flat and stuff, you don't have to travel. Of course, you need to pay bills and stuff, but basically, if you are not happy in your job, in your zone where you are right now,
Yeah.
leave it and do something else.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you need to be happy, and there's no one who's making you happy.
Right. There's no one gonna be like.
Yeah.
It's not like the happy police are coming along going, "You happy? Wow, we have this whole program to help you with this new
Yeah.
happy program."
There's
You got to do it yourself.
yeah, exactly. You have to do it by yourself. There's like many people, they want to help you or they can help you,
Yeah.
but they are not changing the feeling inside of your body.
Right.
Like, so you have to do it by yourself. And yeah, for me it was traveling, because I traveled my whole life. Like if I have like holidays and stuff, I love to travel,
Right.
see different different countries,
Yeah.
be on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Right.
that's what I love.
Yeah.
You know?
You seem to hit the tropical places
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
because the Canary Islands, that's
it's
tropical.
tropical
When
as
you were
well.
surfing
Yeah.
there, right? That was the first time you surfed.
No, it was not the first time, but
Okay.
yeah, I was surfing there, but the waves are pretty heavy over in Gran Canaria.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
not
you were telling
easy
me
to
that.
surf there. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
yeah, crazy. And yeah, I do that work away as well. So there
yeah.
was the first time I
the
started
Gran
to
Canaria
create
did-
something with
oh,
my
yeah.
hands,
Yeah.
and I realized after like 5 days, this is what I want to do for the next years maybe.
Yeah.
to create something with my head. It doesn't matter if I do my own videos like vlogs and stuff, or I build a new house, or I painting walls, or I sanding something.
Yeah.
I want to do after I can see. Now I can see what I've
Yes,
done.
it's true, right? Yeah.
Now I can see it. I can see it with my eyes. I can feel it. Like, oh yeah,
Right.
this was me.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about it.
Right.
And it's not about the salary anymore. It's
Yeah.
like that I feel safe. Like if I can sleep, if I can eat, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's-
and you've shown it, because how long have you been? When did you quit your job?
September, end of September.
September
last year.
21.
Yeah.
September 21.
And now
so
we have
it's
what date
it's
do we have
coming up.
today?
It's coming up to a year.
9th of April.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in September 22 it'll be a year you've done it. And
Yeah.
have you made money along the way, or have you done any?
I saved money before.
You save money.
Yeah, exactly. And then I just traveled, working on workaway places
Yeah.
where you work for accommodation,
Right.
and you just have to pay for food,
Yeah.
basically. And sometimes, yeah, if you work on a workaway place, for example, here you get fruits, you can eat fruits and
Right.
stuff. Like it's like we're sitting right now on the under a mango tree. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we are lucky that we don't get hit by one.
Yeah, we could be. Could be. That'll be how it ends.
Yeah. This is the ending.
That's
yeah.
the ending. You're knocked out by a mango tree.
Exactly.
Well, we're not under the
Yeah.
coconut tree, and it's got a
Oh,
whole
that-
bunch of coconuts, because apparently one of the leading causes of death in Samoa is
Yeah,
coconut.
we have to be careful. Yeah.
People
Next time we
dying.
sit there and
Yeah, we'll sit there and get whacked by a coconut. But it's a small tree.
Yeah.
So next, what's happening next?
I'm going to the Philippines. So I stayed right now 3 months in Hawaii, or on Hawaii. See 3 different islands: Oahu, the big island in Maui, and now I'm going to the Philippines. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I never been to the Philippines.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the culture, and yeah, I'm happy to travel, and
Yeah.
I'm loving what I'm doing right now.
You've experienced a lot in September, which is, I guess, how many months is that? What are we in? April. So that's
Or
what,
About
six or
6
7
months,
months.
6 months, yeah.
So could you pick one thing?
One thing.
Could you pick one thing that stands out as, when you look back in those 6 months, this would
Which
pop
was
up? Because I know it's hard to pick a favorite thing, but is there
Like,
a highlight,
there's-
one favorite thing that, if you had to, you had 1 minute to talk about your trip? What would be the thing you'd talk about?
I built a new hostel complex on the Big Island.
Wow,
Yeah,
that was a big highlight.
like that was a big highlight. It was so different for me because you work on lava, you live on lava, and there is nothing around you, just lava flow. Yeah, that was amazing to build that, really. Like, it was an experience I will never forget in my life. So yeah, but it's different because it was a different vibe and stuff, and I have so many favorites, like, because I'm appreciating, like, every day.
Yeah.
I told the people, or I talked to them, and for me, every day is a gift. So I wake up, try to smile, and it doesn't matter like what's happened. Of course, you have days they are more sad and stuff, but basically every day is a gift. So I try to learn it, and I try to manifest it in my body and my soul, that I can do that. And if I talking about highlights, it was maybe that I create this building
Yeah.
with my hands stuff, because I put so much effort in it. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I worked from 9 to 7 sometimes,
Wow.
that we can build it. You know, it
Yeah.
was like,
So
yeah.
what was it? It was a house,
it was
like a hut, like a house.
no, it's like a hostel. Like we do there was like the ground was done.
Yeah.
Like,
Cement slab,
c-
or
like cement. Yeah.
cement kind of beams.
Exactly,
Uh-huh.
cement beams, and there was like the ground, and we built like the walls,
Yeah.
the deck, and everything
Yeah.
around the balcony,
Uh huh.
yeah,
Put the roof in, and
and put the roof in. So we finished the first new building of it, like
Uh-huh.
the first 2 rooms,
yeah.
and then we done the top, we done the new balcony with a new area, and then I had to leave because it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And right now they finished the new walls, so
yeah.
there's a second deck right now on it.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy experience because
Yeah, you must have learned a lot.
I'm not a carpenter.
Yeah.
my whole life I was going to the gym and make sports and play soccer
Right.
and was in the office and write every day on my computer, you know.
Right.
So I didn't create anything with my hands, and right
Yeah.
now I'm creating stuff with my hands, and it's
Yeah.
a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. You want
really cool.
maybe do something more of that in the Philippines? I don't. They have.
Yeah.
You have nothing really
I-
lined up in the Philippines. You don't.
No, I think I go surfing there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I will go in a hostel
Yeah.
on the beach and
Right.
just go surfing
Just
every
hang out
day.
on the beach. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Nice.
holidays, like the
Yeah.
holidays from the holiday. Kind of like that, yeah.
Did you get that, Mom and Dad?
Did you get that? Mom, I make him
He
holidays.
says he's on holidays, but you know he really needs a holiday.
Yeah. Oh, Mama, I'm so exhausted.
That's funny. You earned it.
Yeah.
Well, you build a house. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's
You're
good,
working
yeah.
everywhere you go. I mean, when you're doing work away, yes, you're on holidays, but I mean, you're working every
You work-
day,
yeah, I'm working every day.
and
Yeah,
you're
that's
always
true.
working. I mean,
Yeah.
and yeah,
That's true.
it's a type of job for sure. I mean, and it's true. You could really do this essentially.
Yeah.
The rest of your life in a way, if you just made a little bit of money here and there,
Yeah, but yeah, of
you
course.
could keep it going, and yeah, I think that's pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, workaway is a good thing. Really,
Nice.
it's really good thing. Like if you're like not to what does it mean if you have the feeling you don't you can you make your hands dirty and stuff like and you don't feel
Yeah, you're not
you
afraid,
don't-
not
you're
afraid
not-
to get your hands dirty.
you're not afraid of hands dirty.
Yeah.
Do workaway, make
Yeah.
your experiences,
Yeah.
especially on Hawaii. Jason is a good place as well, for sure. I really enjoyed it. Otherwise, I don't come back.
Yeah, he came back.
I come back.
He came back, so we didn't torture him too much.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it
He
was a good
came
time.
back.
No, it was good experience.
When he ran away, we didn't have to drag
Yeah.
him back. Yeah, so he came
There
back.
was no torture at all.
And it's great when people come back.
Yeah.
We've had a few people over the years come back.
Of course, yeah.
And it's really nice because they've done a whole bunch of new stuff, and
Yeah.
and it's always great. It's always great to see people again because we get these
good feeling, right?
experiences where people are on these kind of paths and journeys, and it's fun doing what we're doing because we're hosts to people's these experiences, and they a majority of people have never done workaway before they've come
Yeah.
here. I mean, it was great because you had some experience, but I'd say 90% or more this
They
is their
don't
first
know what
time,
they're doing. Yeah.
and some of them have never traveled before,
Yeah.
and so it's fun to kind of have people on these journeys and be part of their because a lot of people are traveling before they go to school or before
Yeah.
they start their jobs,
Yeah.
and so we're this kind of little pit stop,
Yeah.
and it's a nice experience, and we try to give people different experiences and different even ideologies. We practice meditation,
Yeah. We practice. Yeah.
and so we like because that's a big part of my life, and that's a lot of times why people want to come is
Yeah.
because they want to learn meditation and they want to experience. We're practicing Hindus, we practice meditation,
Mm-hmm.
so it's very different, and so people a lot of times want to come and just to experience something like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's a different type of spirituality,
Yeah.
different way of looking at things. Because we do practice. Because people might call us Christians because we follow what Jesus is in the Bible
Mhm.
and what Jesus says, and we appreciate, but we also appreciate what it says in the Bhagavad Gita in Hindus. So it's
Yeah.
it's called like Sanatana Dharma, which is like it's not one sect or religion.
Religion. Yeah.
It's sort of the foundation is you understand that you're not your body, and you understand that you're actually a spirit soul.
A spirit soul and love.
And love. So God loves us unconditionally, and when we love others and love God, then we have that connection.
Yeah.
And that's really it. It doesn't
It
have
is,
to
yeah.
be more than that. And so
Sometimes-
when what we do is we sing God's names with love, and we try and focus on His love, and it's a loving exchange, and that's where we get our happiness from, is like our foundation, and then from there we can do outreach, and we can kind of because that's part of it, where when you experience something that fills up your heart, then you want to give it to others,
Definitely,
and you
yeah.
want people to experience it, and we know that it's pleasing to God if we care about His children, if we
Mhm.
love His children, and so that love is it's the foundation. It's so important that we're loving, and there's a lot of Unfortunately, there's a lot of different religions and spiritual things
Yeah.
that the love is not there. They're not. People don't experience the love, and then
Exactly.
it's not actually. You're not actually connected in any way unless you're actually loving. You then you can experience that love as well.
Yeah.
And you've had the experience with.
I had the experience exactly, yeah, and it's like, yeah, create the foundation. It's a really good point in this case. So workaway is not just about work and stuff. That's what
Right.
what
That's
I want
kind
to
of
tell
the
you as well.
point, right?
Exactly, it's a part, but basically it's a cultural exchange to learn from different people.
Different people, different cultures, different ideologies.
Exactly.
Because you're living with people, you have to have that
And
openness.
you live with the people.
You're living with
and
the people.
and
So-
you never forget you live on their property. So you go to a place and you work for them, and you live on their property. So basically, if you are not feeling the same like the people, but at least you have to respect them.
right, right. That's
You can't forget that
Right,
point. It's a
absolutely.
really important point.
yeah. And the same with the hosts. We can't like force anything. We have our classes, or not classes, just like we practice meditation.
Yeah.
People want to come, they can come. If they don't want to come, they don't
Yeah.
have to come. There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
any
Pressure.
kind of pressure, and I hope people don't feel like when we're here they're feeling like
No.
we're pressured that we have to accept us or
No,
accept
no, no.
this.
It's not like
We
this, no.
want people to feel that this is something we practice, this is something we get happiness from, and hey, you might try it and see, who knows? Because
Who knows?
that's how I discovered it. I had no idea what was going to happen. I had no idea what I was.
Same me.
I was practicing meditation. I was a drug addict.
Yeah.
I was hooked on drugs and not doing well.
Yeah.
And I looked for something else, and I found meditation,
Yeah.
and I found this kind of spiritual connection, and that really helped me. So I want to give that someone else that someone gave me that opportunity.
Opportunity. Yeah.
That was I didn't get that. I wasn't able to get it myself. I wasn't able to, it's something I could have done.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done anything. I needed someone else to go,
To-
hey, try this.
try it out.
You know what I mean? Like
to
that.
give you way.
They
like,
gave
a
me an
direction.
opportunity to try another way of living and looking at life and seeing yourself.
Yeah.
And they didn't force me. I went there, and so that's kind of what I want to do now for other people is
Yeah.
just give them that opportunity, because of course everyone's on their own path. Everybody's looking for their own thing
Everyone,
and what
yeah.
everybody else wants,
Everyone.
But I think I want to give people an opportunity to do that
Yeah.
if they're interested in, and if they're not, we totally respect
Yeah.
that. I wasn't interested in for many years.
Yeah.
People said, oh, you should try spiritual life. Get away from me. That has nothing to do
I
with me.
understand when you.
You know, but
Definitely,
when I'm
yeah.
ready, I was ready, and I searched it out, and so I know we have to be sensitive here because we don't want people to feel like you have to accept
to.
this religion to be here or anything like that. It's not something you quit or join.
Mm.
We just want to give people an opportunity
Mm.
if they're and just give there's something like this if you're interested. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, it is.
I just want to make
and
sure that
it-
people don't feel like they have to. Oh my God, we got to go there.
Yeah.
It's going to join something that we don't want to join.
Yeah.
But I hope you felt
No,
anything like that,
no, never. Like there was no situation I was feeling like, yeah,
that you
no,
had to somehow
yeah,
be a certain
to be
way.
afraid of anything. Like no, it was like, yeah, no, I never had the feeling.
Yeah.
Over there.
Okay, good.
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure not. No,
Yeah.
I really good. Yeah, but yeah, it's a process. It's a process. It's always a process that you need to. It's not from the one until the other day that you have a change. It's a process.
Exactly.
It's like it's
exactly.
It's,
And you never
go
know where
with the
people are
flow.
on that process.
Exactly. You can't change anything like this
Right.
in one day. There's like it's always a process and it takes time but take the time to do that. And it doesn't matter in which direction you go in this way and what do you think, like, because every human is like different and they feel different and they got different meaning of life and stuff, but just follow your path, go that way and take your time and take as much time you need. There's no rush.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Take the time to actually consider things. Right.
Yeah,
That's kind of what
exactly,
you're
yeah.
like.
That's
don't,
what I wanna-
Don't
wanna
rush
tell.
into this or rush into that.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of time.
Lots of time, yeah.
And that's what's nice about Workaway is that you don't work full time.
Yeah.
You do have that time to you contribute, you help out so that it's practical.
Yeah.
But you do have more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of that's a big part of it,
That's
right?
a big part of it. Yeah, the process on the the case of the process takes time, because sometimes we are like, the only thing we don't have, the people say, like, is time,
It's time, right?
because of work and stuff.
Because of
and,
work, we work so
yeah, we
much.
work so much, and we don't have time for ourselves and stuff. But
Yeah,
also during work, take your time for yourself. It's like, you have to work, of course. You need money, you need to pay your
course,
bills.
yeah.
It's like our system, we can't change it for the next years. We will never change it,
Right.
maybe, probably.
yeah,
So yeah, don't stress yourself too much and put yourself too much under pressure. Yeah, and take the time wisely. Yeah,
take time wisely. It's good because what we really appreciated having you here is that you are at this different stage that most people who come here are not at. Most people who come here are 19, 18, 19, or 20,
Of course,
maybe 20,
yeah.
and they're just like, I have my 1 year off to travel, and they
This is different.
they rush a little bit even while they're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Like I've experienced that. The girls, mostly it's girls, and that come here, the ones who have really had a great experience is that they slowed down.
They slow down.
They've
Yeah.
all said the same thing. They've taken the time. They haven't been, I gotta see this. I gotta see this. I'm only here
Yeah.
for this amount of time. I gotta go see this. I gotta see
Yeah.
this. There's been we see that difference.
Yeah.
And
Traveling is
so
not a rush,
it's-
it's,
you really put it better than anyone has, where you got to take that time.
Yeah.
And this is what you've done in the last 6 months. You've taken time
Yeah.
for yourself
I'm taking
to just explore yourself, what you're interested in, and a lot of
Yeah,
times we
it's
just
insane.
go from one thing to the next.
To
We
the
go,
next.
we're in high school, we got to go to college, and we got to get a job.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, slow yourself down and in the way of doing things and think about things. But it doesn't mean that you work slow or something like this. I try to work hard, like keep working hard.
Yeah, it's not laziness.
Exactly, it's not laziness.
It's not,
No, yeah,
slow is
this
not
is
laziness.
exactly, that's what I want. Yeah.
When you're
That's what I
working,
meant to
you
make
are
sure,
putting
yeah.
your. I mean, we know when you work, you put 100% into it.
Yeah,
And we've experienced that over and over again. Everything you do, when you're working, you're on.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, but that doesn't mean that.
That
Like you can do both. You can
exactly,
But
you
you
can
don't
do
need to
both.
put. You don't need to have a 40-hour, 50-hour job.
Yeah.
When you're so young, maybe.
Yeah, you just need to find your own balance in this case. Find your own balance on working stuff, but it doesn't mean what you told me. It doesn't mean that you have to work slow, just because you find yourself slow.
Yeah, you don't have to
There's
be lazy.
two different
yeah, it's
pair
two
of
different-
shoes. In Germany, say we
Right.
do two
Yeah,
different
it's
pair
two
of
different.
shoes.
It's probably slow is
Exactly, yeah.
means a different thing in German than
Yeah.
laziness.
Yeah.
So yeah, slow and laziness is totally different.
Yeah.
You can slow down and take things in,
Yeah.
but you can still, when you're working, contribute in
of course.
ways. And it's better. I think it's best to really dive into what you're doing
Exactly. Yeah.
and
That's
be
the
like,
point.
this
That's
is
the
something
point.
I want to really experience. This. Sometimes
Yeah.
people come here as well, and they plant a little bit, but a lot of times they're just kind of they're talking, and they're not really. They don't experience what it's like to garden, to
yeah.
build something. We try to give experiences where you can try different things,
Yeah.
but it's important to dive into your work and really care about what you're doing at every moment, because then you'll experience that until its fullest as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you had that opportunity to build something.
That's why I have exactly.
And
Because
now you had that
I take-
experience
yeah.
to actually what it's like to be a builder, which is pretty amazing. You can just jump into something like that
I can do
experience it.
Yeah.
Because they probably gave you that opportunity not at the beginning. Did they give you at the beginning that opportunity?
No. At the beginning,
They were kind of feeling you out, and then they saw
Exactly.
that you were a good worker, and then they gave you this really amazing opportunity to
Yeah.
take on a real serious project.
Exactly. That's
And that's
how you
what
explain it
happened
was
with you
exactly
as well.
what's happened. Yeah.
Because also with the wedding thing, you did that as well. You were here for a couple days, and I just like, he's really, everything he does, he's really taking pride in. He cares.
Yeah.
That's the big, he cares. And so I offer you these jobs of doing the
Doing stuff.
wedding, because you had that experience.
Yeah.
But also, so that's important too, is that he's gotten a lot of really great experiences with Workaway and worked on really cool projects because of his attitude from day one.
Yeah.
I think so. And I think you'll have that as
I
well.
appreciate that too.
I think really that's important. I think for people who are coming to Workaway and do these types of things, it's a cheap way to travel. Yes, you get to stay in a nice place for free, but
course.
if you slow
Hard.
down, first of all,
Yeah.
If you slow down and you start to take things in, you take in your surroundings, you get to know the people, you know, and then also whatever work you're doing, you really take it seriously and you try to do your best. New opportunities are going to come up that wouldn't have come up
Always,
before.
always. There are always new opportunities coming up. I was here. I was going to Hawaii and I had really no plan. Really, I think I found your place like 1 week before I was going to Hawaii or something like this. I
Yeah,
write you.
right.
I didn't have a plan, but I booked
know.
the flight. You know. So
Yeah, it
So-
was amazing how that worked.
yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, yeah, I have a workaway place, and I was like going to Hawaii, and I was like, okay, I take the opportunity and go there. And
Right.
let's see. I stayed here for 4 weeks, and this 4 weeks, I slowed down. I worked hard. I was going on hiking trails. I was going to the beach, and sometimes I was cutting my videos, and sometimes there was like one day I was like, what should I do next? I was already 3 weeks here or 2 weeks. I can't remember that much, but I write some hostels like, can I work for you and stuff. And there was one hostel giving me the opportunity to work at the place, and
Right.
I was like, okay, this is my next step. I
Right.
do it right now.
Yeah.
So there's always opportunity. But never give up on keep going on it. And if you are young, so I'm right now 27, and I think from the traveler generation right now, I'm going to the older people like a bit, because
Yeah,
the most of the people
you've worked.
from
You had
yeah.
a career essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there are some people there. Of course, they're starting young to travel. I was doing the same, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's a different. I think the people they are more younger. Maybe they have like a different expectation from traveling. They wanna
Yes.
see and explore. They would still wanna explore.
Right.
I explored so much already. Like
Yeah, I see
for
what
me,
you're
it's
saying.
like to
right.
find some inner peace and stuff. Like for me, it's
yeah,
like
right.
yeah. So
Right.
you can't. Yeah, this is like just a different time.
Right.
frame.
You experienced. You basically experienced a big chunk of life, which is career.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who come here, they're still kind of excited about a career.
Yeah, exactly.
And you
yeah,
kind of
they-
went
they
through and go,
start-
you
yeah.
know what? It's
and I had
you
it
can
already.
get a career,
like-
but it's not going to be like the be all end all.
Yeah.
Making money and having
Yeah.
a career.
But
and
it's-
you've kind of experienced it, and then you kind of you came back again because you recognized that you had to make a change in order to be happy.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm so proud about the people that are young and traveling right now.
For
So,
sure.
It's
It's
like
the best
such
thing
a
to
good,
do.
and you don't have to think. And that's what I want to say as well. If you are young, you don't have to think about like all the stuff like we was talking about it right now. You don't have to think about that much about this case. But it's important that they hear it. Maybe
Yeah.
that they have the feeling they are not alone.
Right.
But if you're young, enjoy, because you have a lot of time. Like you can do the same like in my age again, or maybe later. And I met a lot of people. They are traveling, and they are right now 30 or 40 or 45. I met them and I
Right.
talked with them, and they started right now to travel again. Like, you know what I mean? It's nothing
that's
too late to
interesting.
travel.
Right, that's interesting too. Because sometimes people come here. They're like, as they're young before they do school. Like,
Exactly,
This
yeah.
is it. This is my chance to travel. I gotta just go do everything.
Yeah.
And then I have to just go live my life. And
Yeah.
but it's not that you can travel and then
Yeah.
work and then you can stop your job and
You can stop your
and start
job.
traveling again.
You can
There's no
work
reason
for
you can't
2
do
years.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can right now, because of COVID, the most of the companies they give you a notebook and you can work remotely from everywhere you want.
Right,
You know
that's
what I mean?
true. Things have
And
changed a lot
so,
in 2 years.
So yeah, you don't have to feel like this is my last chance to travel or this is my
Yeah.
first chance to travel. No, there's always a chance to travel. If you want to, you can do it.
Right, and that can be it can just be just one kind of pit stop on this journey.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
You don't have to feel so
Yeah.
anxious to
Yeah.
experience everything.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
know that it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
You can go and travel again.
And
yeah.
and the quintessence is like, don't take life too serious.
Mm.
This is for me is like really important as well. Of course it's a serious thing. Of course it's like
Right.
really important thing. But in some situations
Right, it's not the end of the world.
it's
We-
not
we- that's
exactly
kind of that's the term we
yeah
kinda use too.
exactly
Like-
yeah this is good.
Like
yeah.
I'm working and maybe I lost my job. It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the
Because a
world.
lot of people lost their jobs in COVID.
Yeah, and then like, oh, I can't work anymore. Like,
That's-
yeah, I will
right.
never find. No.
Or you're like, you booked a ticket to Hawaii and you don't have any place to stay.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
It's not the
Something will come up.
Yeah.
You're in
always
Mexico, right? You're in Mexico.
Yeah.
You probably experienced a whole bunch of stuff there.
Yeah.
Was there any kind of moments when you were traveling, like, oh fuck, I'm.
Yeah, I had a lot of times like this.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, what should I do next? Or oh my god, I'm now, oh god, yeah. But then from the next day it's gone.
It's gone.
You know? It's like
Right.
I don't know. It's life. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
You can't control it. You can't control
right.
it.
You can't control life.
No,
you can't control what's gonna happen.
One day it's
But you
happy,
can't
the
control how
other
you
day it's like-
react to it.
Yeah.
Right, and that's I think what you
wanna say.
what you say. You've learned that like
Yeah.
like as far as don't take life so seriously. Don't take the problem so seriously. Don't
The
take,
problems.
they come up.
exactly, yeah.
It's not going to be. It's not the end of the world,
It's
and things are going to work out.
Yeah.
Because things.
And if you have this feeling, and if you start every morning with this feeling, it feels good.
Yeah.
It just feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have a home.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, I don't have a home right now. Yeah, of course I have a home. Like if I want to go back home, my
Yeah.
parents
They would take you.
they take me like this.
right.
You know what I mean? Of course.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
I
that's,
don't
that's
have a home right
but
now.
that, in that sense, and that's
Yeah.
that's something that
Yeah.
when you go to these different places,
Yeah.
you just have to kind of roll with the punches. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, I think this will be good for people who are traveling because you've done it extensively and you've worked away and you've done a lot of different things now.
Mhm.
And so I think this will be great for people who are
Yeah.
maybe this is their first time doing work away.
Yeah.
They need to hear these things. I think.
Yeah, just to hear it. You don't have to do the same like me or stuff. You have to make your own experience as at the end of the day, and it's just like that you hear something from a random guy in the world who's traveling. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think if I heard from different people they travel like this, and I watched some people they do it, I feel amazed about it. Like it's not that I live their life right now. I want their life.
Right.
Yeah, I want to create my own memories. I want to create
Right.
my own life,
Yeah.
and it's just like it helps me a lot.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
can do whatever I want right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Freedom.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, because by nature we're free.
we are free.
We need to be free. We need to feel like
Yeah,
because we have these freedoms. So
yeah.
awesome, man. Well, this is great.
It was a great. Yeah, it was
This was
really
great.
great. Yeah,
I think a lot of people are gonna really appreciate you
Yeah.
sharing all this.
Yeah.
And
thanks for you.
and that's what these videos. I'm hoping to have a series of these videos because I know people are constantly coming here.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of questions, a lot of fears. Their first time traveling. I feel this anxiety a lot because I always well, what's gonna happen with this and I get these questions all the time.
What should I do next?
Because I'm talking to 5 people right now that want to come here and they're like, well, what about this? What about this?
Yeah.
And so I want to make
I
these
just
videos
arrived,
so
yeah.
people who have done it, who have of course been here and kind of experienced this, but also experienced a whole bunch of stuff with traveling.
Yeah.
Because people are starting this chapter. A lot of people are just starting this chapter.
Yeah.
And so I'd like that this content to kind of be part of that journey,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
that can help them as they go along.
Maybe for the travelers who's asking like all these questions to Jason, for example, right now at this workaway place, and for all the workaway places where you're going, the workaway places are always they put pictures inside and stuff, and you always have a FaceTime conversation with the people or the hosts, and it's don't make yourself like too much stress at all, because everywhere you like traveling, there are hotels, there are hostels and stuff, so you are not lost at all. And if
Right,
you
that's
don't
a good
find
point.
a workaway place and stuff, don't feel like you are alone, because you can come here to the place and see what's happened. You don't know what's happened. You can't control it anyway. So you come to these places, you have like your expectations, but maybe your expectations getting changed, or maybe they are over your expectations. And if you don't feel comfortable, and it's not about that Jason is a bad people or the place is a stupid place or something like this.
Right.
It's just you don't like it and you feel uncomfortable. You can say, oh sorry, I had different expectations. I'm not into that. You don't have to have like any description about your problem right now. It's just like you feel uncomfortable. That's it. And the people who understand it, trust me, they are not like they don't want to judge you right now and your stuff. Like if you want to go, you go, and if you want to stay, you stay. Both are happy.
Right.
You know.
Yep. We know it's easy come, easy go. That's what
Easy,
we,
genau.
we always
Yeah,
say that with work.
genau.
We know
Yeah.
it's just hopefully you like it here.
Exactly.
But
But
you
if
might
you're
not, like we know
Exactly, yeah.
it's like you're basically camping, right?
Yeah.
You're basically camping out in the tropics.
Yeah.
And there's bugs.
There's
And
bugs.
a lot of people
of
don't
course
like
there are
bugs.
We are in Hawaii. There are everywhere bugs.
I
Like,
know there's bugs.
Yeah.
The people don't get the bugs. The bugs are a bit of an
it's
issue.
not like
There's-
Europe.
It's not
Yeah.
Europe. It's not a hotel in Waikiki in a concrete tube.
Yeah.
You're living in the jungle.
You're living in the jungle, basically. Yeah, you're living with
You
the
have
plants.
to. You do expect bugs.
And this is what the place making so peaceful as well, right? Like
That's
you
right.
live in
So
the
it-
nature, yeah.
That you got, yes, there's bugs, but we're in the country and it's peaceful, and you're just waking up to chickens, and you don't hear traffic, and you
Yeah.
don't hear sirens. It's very peacefully. The mountains.
You have mountains around.
You got
like, if
mountain.
you have-
Everything's beautiful. So there's a trade-off. It's never going to be perfect. If you want the sterile place, there's that.
There's
but
that,
then you
yeah.
have to deal with the sterility of it. You have
Yeah.
to deal with the no mountain view. You got
Yeah.
to deal with all the city stuff.
Yeah.
So
And at least there's bug spray.
and there's bug spray, and that works. And you just wear long sleeves.
Look, my skin is I don't have cream on it. It's bug spray. I have like.
Bug spray works.
It works. Yeah, it helps.
And then mosquito nets was one thing that the
Yeah.
last girls used. They swore by their mosquito nets.
Yeah.
So there's solutions.
Yeah, of course. Like
but-
it's like not that it's like yeah, you don't have to be angry. Especially on Hawaii, there's like no poisoning.
Right, there's no
animals.
poisonous snakes. There's very few
In Hawaii,
There's
yeah.
very few dangerous animals. We just have sharks. That's it.
Yeah, sharks.
But
And,
I've never seen a shark. So what are you gonna say? I've surfed for 20 years.
oh yeah, you never saw.
I've
shark?
never seen a shark.
Yesterday we saw there like 10 turtles. In
Yeah.
the evening, like you was going
Oh,
from
yeah, I
surfing, and
know.
after that there are a lot of.
There was some
turtles.
big ones. There was
Wow.
one big one out there.
Over there, yeah?
Yeah. it was
Yeah.
like, usually they're the smaller ones, but there was a big one yesterday.
Yeah.
I was
Nice.
surfing, and these guys were cruising on, checking out the sunset, and it was just down there. The surf was tiny, but I caught a bunch, and it was no one else.
No one
I
else.
love surfing with nobody there. It was like, even the waves are tiny. That's all I need.
That's all you need.
That's
yeah.
all I need. Just a little bump. I catch it,
Yeah.
and then no one's there.
It's amazing,
It's and so
Yeah.
we're in a less crowded spot in Hawaii, which is nice.
Beautiful beach, yeah.
Yeah.
Quiet and peaceful. That's what I want to say about Hawaii, about this place especially as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice to stay here to make the experience, and I definitely come back. And if I come back, I will visit you again.
We expect it.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
We expect.
Yeah.
Now he comes to Hawaii. He's got to come see us now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's part of the family now.
that's cool. Yeah, it's
for
amazing.
sure. Yeah, we
I
hope you
appreciate
come
it.
back. And,
Same.
and I hope we keep in touch.
Yeah,
You know, that's
for sure.
I've kept in touch with quite a few now, and I really hope we keep in touch. And
yeah, for sure.
Your journey and all these things.
Yeah.
I
For
hope
sure.
you keep vlogging so I can see your journey. Maybe just post little things.
No, I wanna start again right
yeah,
now because
I love to
yeah,
see your journey and how things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Just
had
have
like-
English subtitles.
I had so much. Yeah, I just stopped. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm really excited. No, it was like because I had like if I built this building over there in the hostel, it's like if you work in a hostel, you don't have that much privacy.
Yeah.
And I was building the whole day, and I worked long. After that, I was hanging out with the guests of the
Oh,
hostel
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
There was really no time to do anything about.
Yeah, I get
like,
that.
I just made footage and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have
So
footage.
I have footage, yeah. So
Yeah,
I,
so that's
if I have
fine. You can
quiet
edit
minute-
later.
Oh yeah, on the
Yeah.
Philippines, if I
Yeah,
hang
you
out
can-
there on a hammock or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this, I will do
The
some
surf's
stuff.
no surf. You'll just be editing.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I say.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you for
Yeah. Thanks for this. This is
thank you
great.
for
I
this
think people will love it.
project. Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, and then best luck on your journey.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
Nice being a part of it.
nice to meet you here.
Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much. And,
yep. Have any
mahalo,
questions?
people.
If you have any questions, just he's our customer service now.
Because
Any questions?
yeah,
Just-
yeah, don't feel hesitate to contact me. Like
It's,
really,
it's true though. He's helped a lot of people here. We had 2 girls that came here, and they had such a great time here, and I think it has a lot to do with him as well. Like, he took them on a tour. Like, he just spent his time, and he for like 2 days. He was only here. They showed up right at the end of his trip,
Yeah, yeah.
and he took them around, and he showed them, and he kind of really helped them, and they just launched off into their workaway experience.
Yeah, they had a good
And
start, they
They had a
told me.
really great start, and it was because of him as well. So, you know, hopefully you're fortunate enough to have someone like Alain around when you show up that has experience and is willing to be so giving and sharing.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel comfortable to talk to people. They are not biting. Just
Yep.
go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Mahalo.
Thanks.